Welcome back. We're setting sail now on the River Tosca. It perfectly matures with the warmth and style of Egypt, taking guests on a culturally enriching adventure down the Nile. Let's take a look. So joining us now is Anthony Sollecito Rich. He is the Director of National Accounts with Uniworld. So thank you guys so much for being here. We also have Craig Mungary. He is our luxury travel expert. Thank you guys both for being here. I have seen many of tempting videos of a Uniworld cruise. So tell us about this unique Uniworld experience.
Well, there's so much to tell, and I'm not sure how much time we have, but I can tell you that the River Tosca is one of the most unique ships we have on the river. The journey is Cairo to Cairo, and the ship boasts everything from shaded cabanas and a gorgeous swimming pool to view the Nile. It has a very interesting, only 82 guests, but yet there's 60 in staff. So you want to talk about personal service, that's such a close ratio. But, you know, my favorite thing about the Tosca is the authenticity in that, you know, like all our ships in Uniworld, it was inspired by the destination in which it sails. So what you'll see when you cruise through the Tosca is Egyptian linens, Egyptian tiles, Egyptian art, so that no matter whether you're sleeping in your cabin, you're having a cup of coffee in the morning, or you're swimming in the pool, you will be immersed in the destination.
I absolutely love these river cruises. I have never been on one, but they seem so romantic and so sort of like an escape because everything sort of slows down. So aside from Tosca, where else do you guys cruise? Because I know you cruise the world.
Yeah, we do cruise the world. That's a great point. And I can tell you, it starts with Europe. If there's a river, almost always we have a ship there. So we are all over Europe, whether it's the upper and lower Danubes, the Po, the Rhine. We also have added Peru to our fleet, and we have this amazing suite-only open-air ships with floor-to-ceiling windows. That's really like a water safari that cruises down the Amazon. We are also in Southeast Asia on the Mekong, cruising through Vietnam and Cambodia.
This sounds so sort of exotic, but also like I don't know, like a little hug that's taking you on this exotic journey. Now, you mentioned sort of this when you were talking about the ship that takes you to explore Tosca. How do you make each ship sort of fit the journey that it's going to go on?
Well, it starts with the vision that our founders, Mr. and Mrs. Stanley Tolman, had, and that was to immerse our guests in the destination and every little detail. So the artwork, the cuisine, which Mrs. Tolman still curates. We locally source our food. We locally source our wines. Many of the staff members are local. And we make sure that the excursions that we provide that are all included, right? Those excursions are not only aimed at, you know, cultural enrichment, but also at local immersion. So oftentimes an excursion could be at someone's home learning how to make bread, right? Or it could be a private tour from a local expert.
That is such a great approach to doing a cruise, because sometimes it can feel like you're sort of splitting your time between two different environments. You know, you've got like the authentic and then you've got the cruise environment, but here it sounds like everything sort of blends together seamlessly. So you mentioned the Tosca. It has room for 80 guests. Is that sort of where you keep the number for most of your Uniworld cruises?
No, so it's 82, and this is one of our smaller ships. I mentioned the Aria in Peru, and that's 32 guests. But in Europe, you're going to find around 120 is usually the average in Europe.
Okay,
120 guests, still boosting an incredible, I would say, 2.6 to 1 guest to staff ratio.
Yeah, so something for everybody. If you want a really intimate cruise, you guys have that. If you're a social butterfly, you have that too. So Craig, how can, you know, our elite global journey travelers, how can they use your services and get some benefits from going on one of these Uniworld cruises?
Absolutely. Let me share that. First off, as you guys know, and we want to share with everyone out there, that Elite Global Journeys is the only Virtuoso travel member here in the central San Joaquin Valley. And that means we share a wonderful relationship with Anthony and Uniworld to secure special departures with special pricing and special amenities exclusive to our guests that contact us. So that gives them those exclusive benefits that they can't get any other way.
Right, so definitely a perk to be a Virtuoso traveler. And you guys actually have a special opportunity if people want to learn more about Uniworld Cruises. It's coming up here locally, right?
Absolutely, Emily. That's what we want to share today. Is one of Anthony's cohorts is going to be here in town in Fresno. We're going to host a dinner over at 5 Restaurant. So we would love for viewers that are interested in learning more firsthand from the Uniworld experts. They'll be live in Fresno, and you know we don't get them to Fresno very often. So this is a great opportunity. They can call the office and reserve a seat. Seats are limited, but give us a call and we'll absolutely get a seat reserved at the event for them. And we'll tell them all about the Egypt venue that we have going on and all the other departures that Anthony mentioned. We can fill them in with all the details firsthand and answer any questions that they might have.
And Craig, you're actually going to be sailing the River Tosca in January, right?
Absolutely. The ship River Tosca, I have a small group that we're hosting, taking people from Fresno, and we'll be sailing the Nile and doing a complete 10-day tour of Egypt. So we're going to see some spectacular sights. And the wonderful thing is we will be right on board. My wife and I are going to accompany everyone. So it's going to be very easy for those that are interested in traveling to go right from Fresno.
Well, if there's anybody,
I am going to get in the pool, Anthony.
All in that pool.
We're going to swim. We're going to swim in the pool on the Nile.
if there's anybody I want to travel with, Craig, it's you. You are the luxury travel expert.
Oh, let's go.
Craig, you know that also means that you and your wife will get to have afternoon tea at the old Cataract Hotel, where Agatha Christie wrote Death on the Nile.
Oh my goodness, what a treat. I gotta go on this cruise. Well, Anthony and Craig, thank you guys so much. If you want to be a Virtuoso traveler, we have the number there on our screen and we have their website. You guys, thank you so much. Happy travels.
Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.
Like we said there, Elite Global Journeys is hosting a local dinner event to learn about traveling to Egypt aboard Uniworld Boutique River Cruises. Dinner and a presentation will be held at 5 Restaurant on Thursday, September 22nd. Seating is limited. Reservations are required, so contact Elite Global Journeys at 559-431-7440 to reserve your seat at the dinner event. Guests will find out how to join Craig and Terry Mungary's upcoming adventure to Egypt and the Nile River in small ship luxury in January 2023, and we'll be right back.
When you want to explore what surrounds you, When you want to reconnect with those you love, the essence of luxury travel can be found with a free consultation at Elite Global Journeys. Live your Italian adventures. Live your London adventures. Live your Paris adventures. Don't just dream it, experience it. Call 431-7440 to schedule your local consultation with Elite Global Journeys.